Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another weekly objectives video, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to do the draft goals, Argentina goals that is. Should be pretty easy, 35 goals with Argentine cards. And yeah, I'll show you guys how I did it and what I usually used to do, and how I could do it pretty quickly, and a few hacks that hopefully could work for you guys as well. Obviously, first up, everybody's going to be looking at the Messi, the Agueros, the Tevezes, all of these guys, so if you have a 4-2-4, always go for the 4-2-4, but ensure you have a winger, any formation you have. If you have the chance, take a winger with two strikers, that is like 4-4-2s and stuff, because you have lots of Argentine strikers that pop up as well. Tevez, Aguero, Higuain, Dybala, to name a few. I mean, I know Dybala isn't a striker, but he has a striker card. Actually, has two striker cards, so nonetheless, you should go for formations with more strikers and wingers at the same time. We will get Messi nonetheless. Like, you're pretty much guaranteed of getting Messi. But I would still say that right wing should be your second pick, because just to be safe, so that you can get that Messi. And then the midfield is also quite essential. Actually, you get lots of center mids from Argentina. As you guys see here, we have 3 center mids from Argentina. We have Tagliafico. The defense doesn't really matter because they don't really get involved in attack anyways, so there's no point on focusing on defense that much. But the next thing I would also recommend to you guys is that you consider playing as many Argentines as you can in the draft, and I'll be showing you guys a couple of examples of how to do that. This one we got 2 more goals, and weren't exactly off to the flying start that we would have hoped for. And as you guys can see here, I started off experimenting that by putting in Correa at left center mid out of position. Obviously, we were gonna test whether or not chemistry matters as much, or if it's just bogus. Not really bogus, but it does matter. But instead, it just led to Banega going on a rampage and almost getting a hat trick instead of Correa actually affecting the game or anything. And honestly, we should not care about the match result. Obviously, winning is a side bonus. And the other thing is, you obviously got to keep as many Argentines as possible on the pitch. Obviously, even though Garay was a defensive substitution, and he wouldn't have affected the Argentine goals, you never know. You should just keep as many Argentines on the pitch as possible at all times, and yeah, that works. And nonetheless, here we've got a 3-0, but you would be surprised to see the next team here, because as you guys can see, we have Dybala, Icardi, Aguero. I decided to play 2 of them in the team and keep 1 on the bench so that I can bring 1 of them on. And now this would be pretty much a testament of what I said earlier as to whether chemistry matters or not. As you guys can see, not going too well for us, but there is a reason for this, and that is because, as you guys are gonna see very, very shortly, obviously I got Icardi on. If you have another Argentine to substitute the original Argentine with, you might as well go ahead and do it. As you guys are gonna see right now, the difficulty was 1.4x. That is why we couldn't score many. So I decided I'm obviously gonna give it a couple of more shots, and this one was just a regular one, a bit of a Messi special. He scored 2, and we were making decent progress. Obviously, I ain't showing you guys every game. I'm only showing you a few things that matter. So obviously here, as you guys can see, Martinez has got a goal. Scocco or someone else, Benedetto, has got a goal as well. You will be quite surprised to see what our formation and what our players look like, because it's not what you're expecting really. And here we have Blanco, and he scores a 4th. We've added quite a few goals, and there's a 5 Argentine goals. Now, wouldn't you like to see the team that did this? Yeah, we finished 5-3, but you're gonna be surprised when you see this team. We had 2 strikers playing out of position, and both of them scored a goal each. So that shows how important it is to get as many Argentine players as possible. into this thing. And we're super close at this point. We got a 4-0, all four Argentine goals, and pretty decent. But nonetheless, we are very close to finishing things off. And again, I've got Sambuera out of position, and let's see if he can do something again that will change your opinion on the playing without Chem, and he does, because he scored one. I mean, obviously it was my thing where I had to make a decision or I could have scored or missed, but still he was on there. If it was another left wing who got that opportunity, who wasn't Argentine, that does still mean that I wouldn't have got that goal. Nonetheless, keeping Dybala on meant that I got another goal as well. So as you guys can clearly see, all of the things I'm pointing out about playing people out of position, playing people with the less chem, picking as many Argentines and putting as many as possible into the squad. You can keep the odd one on the bench like I did with Icardi, but pretty much everywhere else, you're gonna try and put as many in. And to be honest, I was really lucky to be recording this. I wasn't expecting to record this thing, because I thought I was still a few goals off, but turns out I was only 3 off, and I got the third in this one, and Guerra scored all 3, or at least 2 of them, as far as I remember. Pretty decent. Now it was just to move on to, the actual rewards. So we get 30 Tots 20% packs. They weren't really the best this time, not gonna lie with you guys. They weren't really the best, so I just skipped out I just edited out all the shit parts, the ones where we didn't have anything, like absolutely nothing, where we had normal gold cards. I've cut all of those parts out, and I'll leave the rest of the parts in with some good music. Enjoy it.